The old cat exploded and shrank.
I mean, that's the first thing that anyone would think of, right?
Right.
The whole cat explosions.
The cat explosion trick is...
Old lady cat. That was funny as hell. Lady cat.
Lady cat was fucking funny. What color should I use for the glow of the keyboard? Like when I click, like what? Because I can't change how...
The outline of it?
No, the outline. I like the yellow outline because it's very bright and visible and you can see exactly what's happening. I just don't like how, like, when I'm holding down the left...
Probably red.
Do you think fills it best?
Well, I mean, although I can't see it right now, obviously.
Well, the stream's back up. You have to refresh your page. Whoa, whoa. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to watch fucking any of the shows till tomorrow now because I forgot Sarah's got this thing. They're like, oh, we're going out on a boat. Her company's like renting a boat for everybody to get drunk and have this dinner on. I'm like, I don't want to go. This is fucking stupid.
Oh no, you can't. You say that is a classic like husband duty is to go to his wife's work party.
I hate these things. They have them seriously like every other goddamn week too.
Well, you know what you should do with it.
Make an ass of myself so she thinks about divorcing me because that sounds the best right now.
I was gonna say you should treat it like John McClane, because that's what he had to do. He had to go to his wife's Christmas party, and that's when all the shit went down in Die Hard.
Oh, okay. So I should start murdering people.
Well, you should show up and then like take your shoes off and wait for Hans Gruber and the rest of the terrorists to show up, and you're like.
All right. Click over if you can to listen.
All right.
To the difference, and then is it up for you?
Yeah.
All
right.
All right.
But it's just like 9 times.
All right.
All right. If we can all clap, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. If we can all clap, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. And if we can all make a little bit of noise for a second here. Burke, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, here's the scary part. Here is the absolute shit show scary part, is if my part rendered correctly. Let's check somewhere in the middle here.
Stated during the recall, we think maybe players get overexcited and twist their arms and not. He overdosed on this condiment for food.
Overdosed on a condiment
I can
for
hear
food?
everything, Craig, by the way.
I'm gonna go with ketchup.
And the red works.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with ketchup. Let's lower the volume on my entire track. I'm gonna go with ketchup. Oh my god, that worked. I am a god. Alright, you ready to see this? You ready to see this, Brian?
Okay, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You ready to hear? You ready to do this, Brian? You ready to see this? How this works?
I
always forget about the stop.
Am I looking at how you sync it? You mean?
I already done the sync. Now I'm moving on. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Make sure the recording's still going on mine. We do 2 of these because Burke fucks up. Hello, everybody. My name's Craig.
I'm Brian.
Sorry, I wasn't ready.
Hello, everybody. My name's Craig. I'm Brian. Sorry, I wasn't ready.
I like when you do that. It's a sorry, I wasn't ready.
Right. One more time.
It's like the Eeyore.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name's Craig.
I'm Brian.
I'm Burke.
And I'm Michelle.
And this is Get Dunked On the Pod. Dude, I was cutting her off. And it still is that delayed. Holy shit. How much do you cut me off when you're doing the intro?
Usually, not like you go, hi everybody, I'm Craig, I'm Brian. Like immediately, as soon as you finish saying I'm Craig, I go, I'm Brian.
I literally was cutting Michelle off because there's always like a 1 full second gap after she says it that I start talking, and I always did it right after she got done talking. Like that's how I always did it. I was cutting her off this time where she was like, and I was like, and this is Get Dunked On the Podcast. And it's still, I don't know if you can see right
So-
here. This is still the amount. That's like 20 frames, or it's like 15 frames right there.
Well, I say, but this is, yeah, but the rest of it's all like up and running the way you want it to, right?
It should be.
Excellent. Cool. All right. Well, I'd say I just wanted to make sure you say that you got up and running then, because I do want to keep working on my stuff there. Right now I'm in the process of like this is kind of an odd story, but I'm in the process of folding my laundry. But then after all that, I'm going to be playing with fire starters.
Huh?
And exactly, that's what I knew. It's like it's kind of an odd story. The long and the short of it is my like my dad and I watched all those dual survivals. You know, that entire
Mhm.
show. Like every episode since 2011 till now, I've seen now. And so for my birthday, he got me a bag filled with like everything that like you would need for outdoor survival, including like the
we are going to change the layout. Here. And then we're going to do all right, let's do this.
Ass. I don't want to wait for my life. Ass. I don't want to wait for my life to be over. No, so no, so Dawson's Creek action, anyone?
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a Dawson moment earlier. I'd say I was flipping through the channels and it said Dawson's Creek and it caught right at the beginning of it when they were playing the song and I was like, that's for later. I'm putting that in the back pocket.
I don't think I ever watched Dawson. I don't think I ever watched Dawson's Creek ever.
I
once.
definitely never did.
Dawson's Creek ever.
I
once.
definitely never did.
Oh, I mean,
Never did.
oh, I mean, I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a few episodes of it. I mean, it's like your standard, like it's like a precursor to the CW like dramas. You know what I mean? A precursor to the CW like dramas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I feel like I need to go back to appreciate it just as much as you appreciate, the other CW shows, even though it's kind of like the DCW. La 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 la, I stole that joke. But I feel like I need to go back just to watch Vanderbeek act a little bit more because I love watching him in anything else. The Beak is amazing.
Yeah, he was little young, little rough on around the edges when it comes to. Maybe you should skip it. Just throwing that out there. I'm not saying it was bad acting. I'm just saying that like the few. Skip it. Just throwing that out there. I'm not saying it was bad acting. I'm just saying that like the few episodes that I've seen of the show that just throwing that out there. I'm not saying it was bad acting. I'm just saying that like the few episodes that I've seen of the show that
I don't think it was his prime.
No.
Then maybe I'll just have this misty memory of what it could have been.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm good with that.
Sounds like a better plan.
And in the meantime, let's, Michelle, why don't you tell a story and get Craig off this topic?
Okay, so this unfortunately is not my story. I wish it was, but it was literally right after we finished streaming last week that John showed me this. News story. Like, it was a local news story, and I will link you guys the video in a second here, so that you guys can watch it while I describe what happens, because it's kind of hard to tell.
This is a first for the show.
And I will also, because it's kind of hard to tell. And I will also include this link, for you guys in the description down below. So just that short YouTube video there. So basically what happens is this officer is driving and he has his dash cam on. He sees this deer run out into the road and this lady's SUV nails the deer. And she stops, pulls over, and the officer pulls up to see if she needs help. And she opens her door and watch what the deer does.
Okay, so
Deer does.
Okay, so right now I see the deer coming.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Deer coming.
Yeah. So she opens the door and this deer just gets up and tries to get in her SUV and just take her out. And she has to, in the news story, they describe how she has to, grab the deer's antlers and, push him out the door.
You see her foot?
I was muted, but yes, that's exactly what I was pointing out, was her foot.
You see her foot?
I was muted, but yes, that's exactly what I was pointing out, was her foot. All you see is her foot come out back away.
You see her foot?
I was muted, but yes, that's exactly what I was pointing out, was her foot. All you see is her foot come out back away, dude.
And then he's on the ground, flopping a little bit before he gets up and attempts to walk away. Unfortunately, the deer did end up dying from his injuries, but when I saw the news story where it was the deer trying to get into her car. Yeah.
He got a boot print.
Boot print. This is Sparta.
Yeah, because he just goes off and fights this deer.
Iceberg. I butchered the Fus Roda thing. I think I said Fus Rada. I don't know what I said.
Whoa. Make sure not to let the video go, because all of a sudden it goes into techno with deer versus car compilation.
Yeah, I'm getting that now.
It's wow.
Anyway, so that just happened right after we were done streaming, and it was funny because we had talked about the topic, and I was just like, oh my god, this is perfect because it's hilarious and it also is semi-related to our topic.
Oh my god, that thing, them killing, there's a few people in the world that can say that I killed a deer with my bare boot. That's incredible.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the car helped, but I don't know if the boot was actually the killing blow or not. But
I mean, that was a buck.
Finish him.
Up, back, left, quarter circle.
Oh no, we broke Bert.
Oh god,
we're 5 minutes into this podcast.
I can hear the laughter tears.
Oh my god. That's what people are gonna be after that woman. I mean, she was kind of being. Oh my god. That's what people are gonna be after that woman. I mean, She was kind of being a little jerky, wasn't she? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was. Thank you for sharing that.
That was
Definitely,
beautiful.
viewers at home or listeners at
I thought
home,
it was
check
hilarious.
it out.
Has anybody else taken out a deer with their vehicle or their foot, for that matter?
I have not.
No, I have a kind of an interesting story about trying to kill a deer, though.
Okay, well, so that means I'm the only one that's taken a deer out with their vehicle.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
have
was,
more kills.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, that
you
was,
have more kills, more confirmed kills than all of us.
Yeah. I've
That
hunted
was-
deer. Yes.
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 Yeah, you.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, that
you
was,
have more kills, more confirmed kills.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
you
was,
have more kills, more confirmed kills than all of us.
Yeah. I've
That
hunted
was-
deer, and you still win.
I wasn't hunting. I was driving, albeit faster than I should have been. If you want to go back to our road trip podcast and confirm that, I was driving about 80 miles an hour trying to get to work on a used to live. It's one of those enter a fur in my
Oh God.
In your peripheral vision.
no, not in my peripheral vision. Like I turned back and it was just fur in my dashboard.
Oh my
Or
god.
not dashboard, but like my windshield. There we go. Seeing through the windshield. All I saw was fur, and just smash and smoked it. And thank God they make those things decently well enough, because it did not. It like there was a hole about the size of a softball that was literally straight through, where I mean I could have poked my finger out into the open air, but the rest just spider webbed. I was like, if I had that deer hit any other like particular way, that deer could have come through and hit me in there. But I guess I pulled right off to the side immediately afterwards, and a couple other people, good Samaritans, stopped as well to check on me to make sure I was all right. And I was like, where's the deer? And they're like, it's way back there. They're like, smoked it. The guy, and then a trucker stopped, and he was like, I saw it doing flips in the air.
Did he take what happened to the deer? Though is the question. Did you keep
Oh,
it?
the
Did
deer
you-
was still laying roughly where it landed.
No, I meant like afterward. Did someone like strap to the roof and drive off, or did they leave it for just
Oh,
on the
just-
road?
That's
or?
illegal.
Oh, it was you weren't getting anything off of that deer.
It was sleeping.
That deer was brutalized.
I figured it was already processed. You know.
That deer was brutalized
That
over on
deer
the
was
side of the
already
road.
jerky.
So there wasn't anything
Tenderized
pulling, and
meat.
it was in the median
Wow.
Wow.
on a
crap.
3-lane road. So 3-lane one way.
Smoked
It
that deer.
landed in the median. And Michigan has, I don't know if other people, it's
Yeah.
not a median's not just like actually purposefully take one of these things out, right?
Yes. So when I was a kid, I decided about how to shoot at a deer with a bow without the window, because like the first thing you're supposed to do is like really slowly, like once it's in position, like
Be slow.
bring it up
Yeah.
slow. You draw slow. Opposite. That's what I did. I literally went
Freaked out.
He went Oliver Green and starts rapid fire.
It was like that, except for the problem is that unlike Oliver Breen can't hit the broadside of a barn when he's going super fast. But you know what I can hit, and this is what
Oliver
happened. I
Breen.
swear to God, this is true. What happened? I fire super fast. My dad didn't even know what happened. He's like, "What the hell?" Like, and the arrow goes flying. Deer runs off. We go out there. My arrow
killed a man.
I shit you not. I shot the feeder. the air was just buried into the feeder, and I'm like, oh. My dad's like, hey, that was great, hey son, let's go home.
And I'm guessing the feeder is one of the ones that's like 15 feet off the ground high.
Well, it was like 5 to 10. I don't know. It wasn't that high off, but it was. But the point is that it was
well above the deer.
It was. Oh yeah. It wasn't even close. And after that, I was like, you know what? I don't think I even want to go hunting. I don't know why I wanted to be out here. And so I was like, I'm done with this, and I never hunted again.
That's funny.
I'm crying.
Hunted again.
That's funny.
I'm crying.
That's beautiful.
My grandfather took me out hunting once. Never took me out again.
I can't picture you hunting. I'm sorry.
I've never been either. My stepdad's idea of hunting is he sets up the tree stand and then he goes in.
Never took me out again.
I can't picture you hunting. I'm sorry.
I've never been either. My stepdad's idea of hunting is he sets up the tree stand and then he goes in it and he drinks beer and watches the deer. And then after he's had a few beers, he's like, okay, now it's time to kill a deer. And you can about imagine how that goes.
Now, I could do that.
That's funny. See, that's about how my deer hunting experience has been. I've been quite a few times. I've been bear hunting. And the funny thing is, like, I've seen tons of deer, but they're always the opposite of what I'm supposed to shoot. You know, I went bear hunting, and one weekend I was trying to either shoot bear or a buck, right? And I saw doe. The next day, doe hunting season opens, right? So I'm like, all right, I can shoot doe. Don't see a damn thing. And then, of course, no bears, of course. And then I go to a
Families, this is Dana Finch, principal of Heritage Middle School. I'm calling to let you know about an incident that occurred at school today and to ask for your help. First of all, at no time were any of our students or staff in danger, but we did have a disruption of our school day for one of our 8th grade classes. In a nutshell, a student brought a clown costume to school, put it on, and ran around the gym. With current social media attention and threats to clowns, this behavior is especially disruptive. We will not tolerate disruptive behavior on our campus, and we will take the appropriate disciplinary action. According to law enforcement, with all of the social media attention to clowns, wearing a clown costume in the community might not be a safe choice. Please help us work with your child to make good choices at school and in our community. Thank you, and have a nice day.
A cop, I am not. I'm just good at observation, but with shortcuts and cons. And the proper presentation, they believe that I can raise a finger to my head, see the past, read a mind, and can mingle with the dead. And sure, my girl's deceived, but that web's already weaved. Woven. Weaved? Wove. The key is that I'm in too deep to turn back now, so I tell these lies under Santa Barbara skies. The truth is a slippery slope to tread when you're over your head. Have to what I have to for the common good. I'm misunderstood and I'd come clean if I only could. Yeah. But but I can't. You mean you won't? It's the same. Not even close. Just don't ask. I didn't ask. It was implied. Define imply. You don't know. Yes, I know, and I really don't care. Someone's bound to it. But I can't. You mean you won't? It's the same. Not even close. Just don't ask. I didn't ask. It was implied. Define imply. You don't know. Yes, I know, and I really don't care. Someone's bound to expose funny business we're conducting. Lighten up. We're all good. Would you please stop interrupting? All I know is just me, always cleaning up the mess while your hair gets the credit, getting people to confess. That's why I moisturize under Santa-Barbara skies. Truth of the matter is it's all good fun till an eye comes out. I do what I have to for my own safety and legality, 'cause technically it's a felony. It's just a fib. It's a crime. They won't care. Yes, they'll mind, and we'll probably do time. Over there is my dad here to offer his assistance.
Yeah, not happening.
With occasional resistance, so we face it alone. All this dark and dirty scheming. Hope it's not like the time that my partner went up.
There's a town on the coast, on the path of Father Sarah. Wealthy white guys in boats call the U.S. Riviera. With a dark, dirty sea to be unfurled. It's the capital of the world. Hey, dude! Yeah, right here, but nobody knows. No, come on, son. And it's a man who can stop this reign of terror, catching bad guys like flies. A man who sees clues almost if they were alighting. He just confessed because his hair is so exciting. And he's a triumphant informal. His skills are paranormal. La 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 la. Hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Let me stop you right there because I do not want to. Patch my girls to see. That's already weaved, woven, weaved, woven. The key is that I'm in too deep to turn back now, so I tell these lies under Santa Barbara skies. My truth is a slippery slope to tread when you're over your head. The common good and drink or clean if it ain't it's the same, get close, just a rat. It wasn't pride. You don't know, I don't know, and I really don't care. Dying and still there's no restaurant, learning clicks, playing aim. There's a shooting guy on the Santa Barbara skies. All the matters is all good. I do what I have to for my own safety and legality. Over there is my dad here to offer his assistance. Yeah, not happening. With occasional resistance, so we face it alone. All this dark and dirty scheming. It's not like the time that my partner ran up to me. When I walk, no, you can't go right to get. I'm just trying not to be the one to die. On the Santa Barbara skies. Santa Barbara skies. stand up a little bit? Oh, yeah. Straight from the Sonic musical. Here we go. Should we go around front? Let's go around front. Come on down front, guys. Come on. What I do for the common good is misunderstood, but I come clean if you only could. But I can't, you won't, not even close. Define implied. You don't know, yes I know, but I really don't care. To expose funny business we're conducting. Would you please stop interrupting? All I know is just me, always cleaning up the mess. While your hair gets the credit, getting people to confess. Moisturize, set above the skies. You don't know, yes I know, but I really don't care. To expose funny business we're conducting. Would you please stop interrupting? All I know is just me, always cleaning up the mess. While your hair gets the credit, getting people to confess. Moisturize, set above the skies.
Is that I'm in too deep to turn back now, so I tell these lies under Santa Barbara skies. The truth is a slippery slope to tread when you're over your head. Have to what I have to for the common good. I'm misunderstood and I'd come clean if I only could. Yeah. But I can't. You mean you won't? It's the same. Not even close. Just don't ask. I didn't ask. It was implied. Define implied. You don't know. Yes, I know. And
Buddy's land and point bucks, and I'm like, I hate my life. I just want deer. I just want deer meat.
Yeah.
I just want deer. That's all I want. In stories.
But at least you never got hurt. Like, none of us got hurt, right?
No. But
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not. There's nothing like you'll never.
well, yeah, especially bear hunting. Don't get me wrong. I was scared shitless. Like
My dad killed a bear.
That was my first time ever hunting. Was hunting a bear. I'm not kidding. It was,
What? That was your first?
Basically, someone. Yes, someone called me and goes, "Hey, a buddy just backed out. Can you go hunting next weekend with me in Arkansas?" In Arkansas, I was like, "Sure. What are we hunting? Bear." Excuse me. Hunting bear. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Come again.
Like, I was like, sure, why not? Let's go.
Bears are assholes, man.
Yeah.
They are an asshole species.
Yeah.
They're an asshole species.
Well, like,
Right, yeah, that's why Winnie the Pooh is known as such an asshole. So he's like, I want some honey. They're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, bears are pretty big assholes. They're decently aggressive when you get around anything of theirs.
If you
They
scare
think
them, if
everything-
you startle them, yeah.
Yeah.
They think everything is theirs, so they're kind of like children. And the fact that male grown bears, I don't know what the term for a male bear is, but they eat their cubs when they wake up because they're like, hey, look, food, and they'll just eat their cubs.
Yeah, they don't care. It's the mothers that take care
The
of them.
mothers are very protective. The dads, they'll eat anything else just as much as they would the trout that they're trying to catch or salmon they're trying to catch in the river.
Well, I mean, details. Oh my god! But no, I was Well, I mean, details. But no, I was asking earlier about if making sure everybody hadn't gotten hurt, because that is actually our top.
Or salmon they're trying to catch in the river.
Well, I mean, details. But no, I was asking earlier about if making sure everybody hadn't gotten hurt, because stories and all of our that kind of thing.
Those war stories. I've got some rough and tumble war stories if you guys want to hear how pathetic my injuries are.
I scraped my knee as a kid.
Ooh, are we gonna do a competition to see who has the most pathetic reason they had to go to the ER?
Yeah. I can at least compete in that one, like in terms of the pathetic side of things.
Michelle, Burke, are you in on this?
I can compete. I won't win. I've only been to the ER once.
I will probably
So I have
win
one
this.
story.
You'll probably win this, you said?
I can compete. I won't win. I've only been to the ER once.
I will probably
So I have
win
one
this.
story.
You'll probably win this, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like good reasons to.
I can compete.
I will probably.
Like in terms of the pathetic side of things.
Michelle,
side of things.
Michelle, Burke, are you in on this?
In terms of the pathetic side of things.
Michelle, Burke, are you in on this?
Once.
I
Side of things.
Michelle, Burke, are you in on this?
I can compete. I won't win. I've only been to the ER once.
I will probably
So I have
win
one
this.
story.
You'll probably win this, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I've.
Pathetic side of things.
Michelle, Burke, are you in on this?
I can compete. I won't win. I've only been to the ER once.
I will probably win this.
You'll probably win this, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like good reasons to go, but I think I.
Burke, are you in on this?
I can compete. I won't win. I've only been to the ER once.
I will probably win this.
You'll probably win this, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like good reasons to go, but I think I might have the most pathetic.
All right, well, let's start off with something light with the most pathetic reasons that we had to go. Who wants to go first?
Okay, so I want to make sure I've got the. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, you had to go to the ER. You don't have to be admitted. You don't have to be
Okay,
Does it
so
have to be self-admitted?
admitted. Why did they had to go?
okay, so I've only.
Reasons that we had to go. Who wants to go first?
Okay, so I've only got one entry into the ER one. I've had a lot of other
we'll all do
stupid
one.
injuries.
We'll all do just one in that category. In
But
this
I'll
thing.
do for the ER. ER one. I've had a lot of other stupid injuries. But stupid injuries. But I'll do for the ER. The only stupid injuries. But I'll do for the ER. The only one I ever had was this. I went through. A lot of other stupid injuries, but I'll do for the stupid injuries, but I'll do for the ER. The only one I ever had was this. I went through and in 2006 we went out to Johnson City to watch our basketball team in a tournament, because if they won it, they'd get into the NCAA. Move my thumb.
Oh no.
I was like, why can't I move my thumb? What is happening here? So I
Oh
I
no.
was like, why can't I move my thumb? What is happening here? So I was sitting there and it hit it right on the top of it. So I'm thinking I jammed it, right?
I'm recalling this.
Yeah. So I thought I jammed it and I was like, shit, dude, that hurts. And it was on my right hand. Excuse me. Sorry. It was on my right hand. I jammed it. And so I'm you out. I was like, they live 3 a.m. or something like that. We're back. Like, I was like, they live in Michigan.
And you are also a legal adult at this point.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I went to it was a private school with a lot of dumb rules, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes.
So they wouldn't let me leave, and I ended up calling my sister because they said they'd let me go if my sister took me. My sister and her boyfriend at the time, who was my sister's 3 years older than I am, and her boyfriend is, or it's her husband now, but is.
They just graduated, didn't they?
Heather had, yeah, she had just graduated. To the ER, we sit there for an hour and a half or whatever it is. They take X-rays, comes back, and it's the smallest hairline fracture you could possibly see. And the doctor's like, "We had to really zoom in, but you can see there is a little crack right here." And it was just the smallest hairline fracture. I was like, "It hurts so bad." And then I found out, like, yeah, there was pain on it, but the main pain was because it jammed it really hard. I was like, yep, I just went to the ER and got X-rays for a jammed thumb.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good entry. I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie.
actually fractured though, even though it was super tiny.
It was super tiny, but the guy told me, he goes, you'll have a lot of pressure there. You'll want to put like this brace on to make sure you don't hit it because you could crack it further. He goes, but that should heal very quickly because it's such a small hairline fracture.
And Craig was very sad because his
small hairline fracture.
And Craig was very sad because his Halo game was ruined.
It was
for a
my
while.
right thumb. I couldn't play Halo.
I remember him trying to play with this cast. He's like, ah!
Is that where you learned how to do the claw grip?
I think so.
It actually probably helped.
Is that where you learned how to do the claw grip?
I think so.
It actually probably helped because I ended up having to come down. I couldn't hit the buttons very individually, like the face buttons. I could still somewhat aim with the right stick, but it was like the button hitting was very tough because I couldn't remember. It helped.
Michelle, you said you had.
I don't think it was the main thing, but it helped.
I have a more pathetic one.
Oh well. Okay.
I mean, I have good reasons. I went to the ER too, but I think I have a more pathetic one.
It helped, but I don't think it was the main thing, but it helped.
I mean, I have good reasons. I went to the ER too, but I think I have a more pathetic one.
Okay.
Than 12 minutes. And I've gone through it multiple times now. Like, I have a Sparrow route to avoid those little traps on the ground. Like, there's a lot of things I've done for that mission already. With Co-op, you have one person going to the first thing, and you have the other two you can have split off and kill the other. Crazy, dude. Unfortunately, you can't pre-move on this mission because those rocks actually stop your Sparrow summoning. That's true for pretty much every Venus mission. But I'm not, like, the run's blessed. Yo, the run's hella blessed. I'll take that slower movement. It's still better than my current PB. Okay. So you saw those tricks, Sakura? That trick is so tough.
Guard is here. The camera must be close.
Like, oh, that trick is hard. It's got a lot of room for error, but if you want to hit it like that, there's not a lot of room.
It must belong to the House of Winter. I've never seen one on the surface. The Kel's gotta be inside.
Not to mention this, I can't land like that. Shit. I'll take it.
On this thing, there's a throne room. That's where we'll find access.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is fucking good, dude. Okay. Alright, once again, my rocket wasn't loaded. Okay. Hold on, Michael, put your ghost up. Okay, I lost some time to the very end because I pulled out my thing twice. I should have just waited on the super to pop up. Or killed one dreg. It's probably 12, yo. That's better than goal time, dude.
The main thing, but it helped.
I mean, I have good reasons I went to the ER too, but I think I have a more pathetic one.
Okay.
My dad made me go to the ER for an ear infection. That is a true story.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Dragged to the ER, had over an ear infection.
Wow.
Yeah. Dragged to the ER, had like a $3,000 bill over an ear infection.
Wow.
What was the reason? What was his rationale as to why you had to go into the ER for an ear infection?
I'm not really sure.
What was the reason? What was his rationale as to why you had to go into the ER for an ear
Over an ear infection.
Wow.
What was the infection? Ear infection.
I'm not really sure. I think it was just because he lived far away from my mom and didn't have. It's just an earache.
It wasn't swollen or having anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Earache.
It wasn't swollen or having anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. It wasn't swollen or having anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh my god, though. That's
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah. An ear infection is kind of a weak reason to go. I'll give it to you. Having anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh my god, though. That's
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. An ear infection is kind of a weak reason to go. I'll give it to you. Burke, did you have any of those?
So I've only
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
couldn't care for myself. So So I guess I have one entry into this category. So mine's going to be another long story, kind of like Craig's, because it's awesome.
I think I know this one. I think I know this one.
Yeah. So Craig does know this one. So we were
What?
Yeah. We decided. across a pond. Like
What?
Yeah.
No,
so
no, I don't understand. Like, why?
We're stupid. That's
Also probably drunk. I'm
yeah,
guessing.
yeah. We'll go with drunk. We'll go with drunk. I like
Okay.
drunk. Yeah. So anyway, so what do? We take off our shoes, take off pretty much everything, and we carry a tree to the middle of the pond. And once we get there, we realize how disgusting this pond is, because you have water up to basically your chin, and you have down at my heel, and there's blood everywhere. And so needless to say, I stepped on a bottle.
Oh no!
In the most sanitary water ever, if you recall. And I now Craig remembers. And I have this excuse me, basically a cut. Remembers. And I have this basically a Craig remembers. And I have this basically a cut that on the back of my right heel that I can still feel because of where it healed, that I could pull up and basically see the bone. It was probably Achilles.
Oh god!
And
wow.
And so smells like absolute shit. Because I haven't showered. So that's my ER story. And needless to say, antibiotics. And funny story. And I walk out and I'm on crutches.
They're like, "Hey mom, hey dad."
They're like, "What happened?" I was like, yeah.
I just remember having to carry your ass around campus after that. Whenever we had to get somewhere fast and you couldn't crutch along fast enough, I had to carry you.
Yeah.
He would like if we had to go down.
It's crutch along Cassidy.
Yeah. Whenever we had to get like down the stairs really quick. Because we lived on the 6th floor. Whenever we had to get down really quick, and I'm like, all right, hop on, Burke, and just chug down. He would hold the crutches like in a way that it wouldn't interfere with us moving, and we just trucked down the stairs.
Wow.
And the worst was going upstairs, and we had to go upstairs fast, and I had to carry him up 6 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
Was the I.
Yeah.
We had to go upstairs fast, and I had to carry him up 6 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
Was the I Need a Hero playing in the background as you were carrying him, or what?
No, I would say it was the Sad My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
That's how that one felt.
Yeah. So that's my one ER story. So I don't think I'll win. But
no. I mean, that's
like a legit.
that was a legit visit right there.
But it's my only one, so I'm fucked.
Well, Brian, did you have a pathetic one?
Well, yeah, like Burke, I've only been to the ER one time in my entire life.
I'm fucked.
Pathetic one. Brian, did you have a pathetic one?
Well, yeah, like Burke, I've only been to the ER.
Brian, did you have a pathetic one?
Well, yeah, like Burke, I've only been to the ER one time in my entire life. I actually, those of you who know me, terrified. Like
This is part of your control issue. This is part of your control issue. I'm just putting that out there.
every podcast, Michelle diagnoses me a little bit further, and she's getting closer and closer. Like, this is half therapy, half podcast at this point. But the point is
this
that
is actually just an intervention podcast.
This has never been aired.
This is actually just an intervention podcast.
This has never been aired. None of these episodes have ever been aired. These are all just kind of backlogged. You're like, okay, yeah, we're hitting record.
Yep, we put it out there. People are listening. They're tweeting in. Breen, you keep talking.
Oh yeah. Oh no! Now I'm feeling a Truman Show thing. But no, anyway. But the point is that I have being a patient at a hospital and the ocean are the only two things in this world that really kind of like truly scare me. You know what I mean? So I really made it a point in my life to never get into a position where I had to go to the hospital. That was until I went down to. I was living in Arkansas.
You went to that first meeting.
We started talking about how we're going to make the sequel. It was kind of funny because you're in a situation where when you work on a game, and this is probably true for any entertainment product, all you see are its faults, the things you didn't manage to fix. Like the guys like me, I'd just played the game, and so I hadn't seen too much. So all I'd done is I'd experienced it like you guys had experienced it. This is really funny, it feels like South Park. I played from start to finish, I had a great time, and I go into a room with a bunch of people who had just busted their asses to make this game, and they're all fed up and pointing out all the things they didn't like. So we're kind of sitting there going like, no, it was really good, I had a really good time.
They were like, well, nobody wants to just like run around South Park. It's like, I just did that for like 15 hours, so yeah, I think I would
tried
like
to get all the
South Park
Chimpokemon.
too.
I
Yes.
don't do that stuff normally. I tried to go and get them all.
For us, we were lucky to have that player perspective at the outset of the Fractured But Whole because it was fresh and we could take it with fan eyes.
And I think it was quite reassuring for Matt and Trey as well, for us to be sitting there telling them, no, the game was good. Don't worry, it wasn't just a fluke, it was because what they're bringing in terms of writing and their vision for the idea of bringing South Park to life and the sort of interactions you can have. What was done in Stick of Truth for essentially a first time round was pretty darn impressive.
Do you feel like Matt and Trey had the same perspective that they have on an episode after it ships, where it's like, we could? Or do you feel like they were actually really proud of Stick of Truth?
I think that, like, for them, just like any sort of creative work, I think they were close to it, and they were so close that all they could see were the flaws. And I mean, I know that for any game that we've worked on, it becomes very personal. And I think that they wanted it to be what they'd had in their mind, and it hadn't quite reached that point. And so now for us, they've set a really high expectation that this game, we're going to be involved every day from the outset, every creative meeting, every time you guys want to pitch a new mechanic or a new level or something like that. Let's talk about it. Let's make sure that it's also funny and that it's also going to be what we want. For them, this one's even more personal. It's even more their game. But at the same time, I think that because they've been involved the whole way, it hasn't been a surprise or anything along the way, because their expectations have sort of evolved with it, and they're like, oh, that's funny, that's good, we thought it would be like this, but the way you guys made it is cool too, so let's
it's always interesting when we get, talk about some of the training missions, and obviously you're going to have tutorials in a game. The player has to learn how to play. We try and make them fun and interesting, and we'll get scripts, and we'll be like, wow, that's really funny. It's not quite how that works. I'm gonna have to go back and say, cool, hey, can you change this, please? But first it's a bit nerve-wracking, thinking, oh man, like we're asking this guy who's an amazing writer, or these guys that are amazing writers, to go and change something they've written that is clearly good for our game mechanic stuff.
Can you make it mechanical, please?
Yeah.
I think it's and that's what we've reached with them is like, we trust you, you got the game stuff. So then we get scripts now that are like, here's all this funny stuff, and then something that Jason said is literally written in the script. Do something that Jason and Ken said, and then here's all the rest of it. And then like the rest of the jokes.
Yeah, no pressure.
Make sure this part's good.
Be funny.
Right.
Oh, you want Civil War? Is that what you want? Yeah, dude, it's Civil War. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my house.
So what were the key areas then that you thought, okay, Stick of Truth, it's great, there's a lot of great things in it, but these are the things that we think we can improve?
We broke it down literally into pillars, like any dev will tell you. I think we said living town was really important. As Jason mentioned, people just want to go around South Park and find cool stuff. So we're trying to pack the world full of interesting moments and secrets and things to discover.
As our own play experience, we knew that we immediately went around town and pretty quickly exhausted it of interesting interactions, and from there it was like, okay, I guess all that's left to do is do the plot. And so this time making sure that you sort of are discovering things as you're going, breaking in and out of people's houses and going into these different businesses and finding...
Heroically stealing their shit.
It's like Batman. If Batman broke into Midwestern people's houses.
Need my help with anything?
Their original vision for the game, like for the first game, they always talked about Skyrim. You know, it's been in many articles.
Yeah.
And I think part of that conversation, part of their learning as well, is like, it's not that easy just to do a Skyrim, and especially when what we're trying to do is every second of the game is South Park. There's no bit in the middle where it doesn't really feel like South Park. It has to be absolutely South Park all the time.
Goes to our
Arkansas, and I decided, I was like, you know what, it's really hot. My girlfriend at the time, she was already at the pool there, at the complex that I was living at. She was like, oh, I'll meet you at the pool. I go, okay. So it's really hot. I get changed in my bathing suit. I go to walk out to the pool, and as the little gate that's right next to the pool there, around the pool, I should say, I walk in, the gate shuts behind me. I feel something go like a little like a twinge of pain on my right heel. And the gate had a little bit of metal sticking out of the bottom of it, cut me in such a way that it cut the inside of my foot open. And so I looked down and I instantly knew I had to get stitches, right? And I was like, no,